All right, good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, and I think it's about 8:15, 8:30 in the morning, and we are back at the creek again. Today, you saw the last videos. I cleaned out that area. That is all very well cleaned out. So what I'm going to do today is follow the bedrock across the creek. Now, I already prospected out this whole crevice back here, filled it back in with large rocks, found some nice gold in that, and I am following that bedrock across the creek. See it right here? Don't know where it goes over here, but it ends up over there. So I'm gonna follow it all the way across the creek, and hopefully, if my theory is correct, the largest deposit of gold will be right in the center. But we will find out shortly. Unfortunately though, the center is right where all my tailings were. As you can see, all that is just tailings from previous weekends, and it's dirt, and it doesn't have any gold in it. I've already captured all that, so got to remove all that and expose the bedrock and get down behind those crevices, and we will see how we do. Oh yeah, and the return of the Double Stack RPE. We will be using that today, so stay tuned, and we'll show it in action. Well, I said we were going to bring back the Double Stack today, but I cannot get the water to flow right. For example, let me show you. Take a scoop of dirt. That is not how you want to run your sluice. I've angled down. I just don't have enough water. And I've got the majority of this creek dammed up. And water's trickling through here, but I've done all I can do to really dam it up, and material's just sitting there. So let me see what I can do. I'll try and get this thing to run correctly today. But honestly, not every sluice is meant for every specific condition that you're sluicing in. This sluice right here requires much more water flow. It is a double stack. If I just had the original single RPE on the bottom, I could run that. But really, this sluice, the way I designed the drop right here where your material goes down, I made this for high production, really fast, so that you don't have to screen your material. You just throw the material on the sluice. It auto screens right through this punch plate there, and the larger rocks go down on top. So really, I designed that for not targeted prospecting, but kind of large scale, where you're just out in the middle of the creek and you're just trying to process as much dirt as you possibly can in a given time. The type of prospecting I'm doing today is very centralized deposits behind bedrock, and since I'm digging it back there, I know I can't get enough water flow back there to run a sluice. So I automatically have to bring my material up here in a bucket to run it through here anyways. So it only makes sense to go ahead and screen it while I'm standing right there filling the bucket up, bring it up here and sluice it. So if I'm gonna do all that, I would just use my Mini 6 Dream Mat sluice. It takes much less water flow and it's more ideal for this type of prospecting. So if you are prospecting and your gold is scattered all throughout the creek and you're just trying to run as much material as possible and your water flow is there, this type of sluice would work perfectly for you. But for what I'm doing today, a smaller sluice that takes less water flow is more optimal. So I think I'm gonna go back and use the Dream Mat sluice for today, and then tomorrow I'll hit the main section of this creek and we'll do some serious running with the Double Stack RPE. The gold is more scattered through that part of the creek and the water is flowing much higher than what it is here. So anyway, I'll be back shortly. All right, coming back with an update. All right, so as you can see there, I have dug that out. There's some bedrock coming this way, and it goes down. Let's see if I can get that glare out of the way. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but it goes back this way, and then not sure if this right here is just a rock or if that's bedrock. You can kind of see it in my shadow right here. But we're getting deeper, following the bedrock. I have channeled the water that way, and you can see my tailings are following that channel. So I'm thinking if I can channel all the water right to this spot, I can set up my double stack, I believe. So I'm gonna try and do that, and we'll set that up, and then I'll just be able to shovel from here right into my double stack. Boom. And things will go a lot faster. I also last night made another classifier. My other one finally gave out after, I don't know, 6 months of abuse. And I just quickly put this thing together with 2 8-inch metal rings from Hobby Lobby, some woven mesh, wire mesh, and some chicken wire on the bottom there. And as you can see, a crap ton of zip ties. This thing's all zip tied together. But hey, it works. So that's cool. And it sure beats paying $75 for one of the expensive ones. So I just did a 2-gallon bucket run with all that material. Not sure if I like those results or not. I mean, that's chunky gold, but there's not as much of it as what I was finding. So anyway, I'm gonna channel that water that way, and then all right, managed to channel the water, and she is rocking right now. Look at that rooster tail coming off the back end there. Deep V. Oh yeah, she's rolling. Now it's a matter of pounding out a lot of shovels and processing it through. Material's just falling right to the bottom. The water flow is not perfect right now, so some of these rocks still take a little bit of manipulating to get them to go past the stream, but for the most part, it's rolling. Yeah, the flow will get better as I continue building this dam up with rocks on wash. So, sorry, I forget that my shovel is in the way of the camera there. I'm gonna continue to build this dam up like this, and water flow is just gonna get better. All right. Done about 25 shovels so far. Still working on it. Probably do a cleanup around, I don't know, 30 to 50 shovels. We'll see how the box looks and go from there. Alright guys, I just did the cleanup of the double stack and got the results right here. Let's see if I can wash those back and see how much gold we got. Get that large rock out of the way. Well, let me just get this so you can see it and then I'll come back. Alright, so the gold is definitely not as plentiful as what I was hoping for. Let's see if I can... There you go. So, chunkier pieces, but not a whole lot of it. Doesn't make much sense. There was gold. Behind that bedrock. Right through here. None right there really. I mean, you saw what I had to clean up. And there was gold over there. So why the gold suddenly drops off right here, who knows. I think I'm gonna move downstream a little bit and follow the bedrock and continue on that way. Alright guys, so I moved back. Let's see if I can show you. So right here is where I was working. Bedrock seam goes that way. There's another seam right here. And then there's a third seam. And digging right down to that seam right there. So looks like good material. It's all that gray clay. So I'm gonna run. This will probably be my last run for the day. Hopefully it picks up gold wise and we end up with a nice turnout today. If not, there's always tomorrow. So I'll show you the cleanup. Alright, that's the last cleanup of the day. So I am going to snuff that up. And the contents of that snuffer bottle contain everything from that crevice that goes all the way through here, all the way over to here, and I stopped right there, and I didn't touch any of that. So the only contents in that snuffer bottle from here to there. I was finding really good gold in there. I didn't film any of it, unfortunately. So I've got the contents. I'll get it all cleaned up, processed at home, and I'll see you guys back at the scales whenever I get ready to weigh it. All right. I'm not sure where I'll be digging tomorrow, either out here or down the creek farther. I guess tomorrow we will decide. Oh, and one thing I forgot to add, as per usual, reclaimed the area. Back to pretty much the way I found it. That hole is completely filled in. I mean, there's a little bit of gravel right there, but that's gonna wash down. Yeah, everything looks filled in and good to go. I'll see you guys at home on the scales. Alright, 0.265 from that entire crevice. So 0.265 to 0.268. Not too bad.